Today, the Mercury Marine destination takes us up to the Georgian Bay area of central Ontario. It's a beautiful day and time to explore some new areas. Big waters can generate big fish, and with calm conditions, today is the day to cover some water. With the help of side imaging, good areas can be narrowed down to pinpoint the magic spots. And with smallmouth bass being the target today, structure is the real key. But smallies can be fussy, especially in very clear water. Charlie has a secret up his sleeve, and one that has served him well over the years. And it's time to put it to work once again. Floater lines for smallmouth bass, this week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft boats dominate the waters. Humminbird fish finders. And Ram trucks built to serve. Water conditions are brought to you by Humminbird Fish Finders. Get the big picture. Big waters can blow up fast, but you can be more comfortable. Smooth out your ride with Smooth Move's shock-absorbing seat suspensions.
I don't think he's that big, but he's coming up pretty fast. This is a fun little system I've got with the drop shots. One of my little secrets. And I've got a drop shot line set up with, I'll call it a floater line on it. Now I'm using my Minn Kota Altera just to keep me on this edge. I'm using my Humminbird. I'm staying right on this edge. You see how close I am to shore here. I'm still in I was in 18 feet of water. There you are, little buddy. Now I'm using very light line, so I can't lift him in. There you are. And these set the hook crush worms. There you go. I'm going to try not to tangle this too much because I'll show you my setup here in a second. Beautiful little fish. Now it's very light line, 10-pound seagar. Oops, you're already out. There we go. Cute little fella. So much fun. When you go ultralight and small baits, you catch everything. Let me throw you back. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Using a polymer knot, I have my drop shot hook set up on my main line, straight down. One of these great little set the hook crush worms. So soft, so scented, just catch everything on these. And about 10 inches up the line, I've got a little microscopic little swivel. Looks like a little ant on the line. And from that, I have about 3 feet of fluorocarbon and another hook. And on that hook, I add another one. Boy, these are scented. Woo. They hold on. And you just want to nose hook it very lightly. Nothing fancy. Now, a light little drift like I have right now, geez, these hooks are sharp, you're right in the handle of the net. When you have a nice little drift like this, if I had no wind, I probably wouldn't be doing this. You'd have to use the Minn Kota for a little bit. But when you've got a little bit of a wind, you've got this on your main line, and this is a floater. So even though when I'm jiggling this one and bouncing it off the bottom, this is pretty much staying straight down, a little drifting out, but I can't give that too much action. Sometimes these inactive fish, I've got a floater sitting out here like this, and it's just going up and down, and it looks like just a free little snack out there. I can jiggle the one on the main line and do all I want with that, and that floater just stays out there as a tidbit. Now all I'm doing, get right back on this edge, 18 feet seems to be my magic depth right now, and I can see him on this hummingbird. Sitting right on the bottom. And yes, you'll get a few tangles doing this, but it's so effective. And like I said, when you got a nice little drift like this, I've got my main line drop shot hitting the bottom right there. Oh, a little bit more. Twitch, 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 and that little floater sitting out back is just, some days it's just the secret. Now, don't let yourself drift too fast. I keep bumping myself with my Minn Kota. A little bit. I just want a very slow little drift, and make sure you maintain bottom contact. And you can twitch away your normal bait on the line, but it's that little floater out there. Every once in a while, give it a nice lift and a drop, and it just makes it flap up and down, and your line's just gonna go tight.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury. Power and dependability you can count on.
This Princecraft has a wonderful stand-up top, but if your boat doesn't have one, or maybe it's not even configured right to have a top, here is a great alternative. Canon track system, Canon adjustable rod holder, and a good old Gulf umbrella. What a way to stay out of the sun, or if you're caught in that summer rainstorm, what a great alternative.
Conditions today are brought to you by Revo Sunglasses. See what others don't.
Just keep digging and digging and digging. Now I've got my spot lock on because some of these rocks are getting kind of close. Ooh. And remember, that prop is turning. And this is light line. Come on, sweetheart. It's a little better, a little better. There's so much fun on light line though. You can't overpower these things. Now, you see with that Minn Kota spot lock on, it's holding me right on a GPS spot. I don't even have to worry about it. As it slides one way, it corrects itself and pulls me back the other way. But like I said, just remember, that is turning. All right, I hit that with my foot, put it back on. Oh, there you are, buddy. Come on in, come on in. Ooh, ah, there we are. I don't like being too long with them, but with light line, you have to. Now you're gonna see with this technique, you're gonna see when you come in to check your lines, it looks like it's tangling all the time. It's only tangling when you're bringing it back in. All right, pull that back through. Oh yeah, you weren't getting off. Real nice, fun bass. Just a sweetheart. Get back you go. And with this light line, check, 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 you are gonna have a tangle here and there. There's no doubt about it. You've got a floater line, as I call it. You got a drop shot weight dropping through your net all over the place. You just have to have a little bit of patience with this. But like I said, there's my drop shot weight. Oh, am I getting you out? That's adjustable completely. I've shortened it up a little bit. There's my polymer knot main hook on my main line, and a little swivel up top that connects them. And there's my main line. You can tie it on either side of that, but there's that little floater. And this is completely adjustable too, but I like it at least 3 feet in length. And when I put this out, I'll take myself off of the spot lock. You got to be this is not something you can cast out. A nice little drift is perfect. Let me put myself back into a drift after like I said, tangle, tangle, tangle. It gets everywhere. Okay, spot lock off. Let me spin myself a little bit here. And when you're putting this out, like I said, don't cast it. You almost want to hand feed it out. Get that floater line out all by itself before your drop shot goes down, and then it just stretches out behind it. And if you drift too fast, it gets in line and it'll tangle. You just gotta slow yourself down. The wind's starting to pick up. It's not gonna make it easier. It's just perfect when you have that light little breeze. But with this Minn Kota, it's easy, real easy, just to keep that speed slowed down. All right. As long as you're not near that motor. I'm going to back out and then put that on spot lock. Well, maybe I won't put it on spot lock. He's going that way. That should be good right there. So much fun. Light line. Just you stick them once and just rely on, don't you dare jump. Put the rod in the water, it changes the angle on them, and they don't throw the hook as often. A lot of times it'll stop them from jumping. Beautiful little Daiwa Tattoo Elite drop shot rod, my Daiwa LT reels. And this hummingbird at the front with my Minn Kota Altera, I've got down and side imaging on it. So I'll go through an area and look for the structure that I like, mark it, and I can go right back and drift through those areas. So the side imaging on this is fantastic. Decent little fish. Oh. And off. Well, there's lots in here. Let's get another one. Hook's still there. Almost caught him in the net. Just hold myself here. I'm okay with drifting here, I think, at this point. Oh, another nice little fun fish. There's nothing wrong with that. There's just so much fun. You gonna jump throw the hook on me too? Go ahead, I dare ya. Yeah, trying. They're so good at throwing the hook. There you go. Fun little fish. Like I said, I can't lift them in. I'm using light line. Easy buddy, easy buddy, easy buddy. And there you go. Sweetheart little fish. Just so much fun. So much fun. Like I said, you get a few tangles. Isn't that worth it? Fish after fish like that, they're just so much fun. Now, Palomar knot is actually one of the most simplest knots to tie, and it's actually one of the strongest with braided line. But with these little tiny drop shot hooks with such a little eyelet on it, I've had a lot of people go, when you double the line to do a Palomar knot, I can't get it through. Well, real simple. You still have to double the line, but to double the line with those little eyelets, put it through, put it back through. Now you've doubled your line. So real easy with those little eyelets. Now, the polymer knot, simple. You double your line, you make an overhand knot, and I'm using this rope so you can see it. And with that loop of the double your line, you just drop it around your hook, and I'm using the shark hook just so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure it goes over the eyelet, and you pull it tight. And I'm not going to pull that tight or I'm never going to get it back out again, but well, it snugs up really beautiful, as you see on the drop shot that I'm using. And when you put it on the drop shot line that way with a polymer knot, your hook actually stands up perfect like that. So that's why you got to use a polymer knot with a drop shot rig. But just don't frustrate yourself. With those little eyelets, put it through, bring it back through. Don't think you got to double it before you put it through. But it's the best line for braided line, the best knot for braided line, that polymer knot. Double your line, overhand knot, drop the hook through it, and it tightens right back up again. Oh, that's a good one. He's already been up splashing me. That's the one I've been waiting for. This system just works. That's all there is to it. And he almost tail walked right into the trolling motor. He got me soaked. There you are, buddy. There you are, buddy. There you are, buddy. Oh, that's the one I've been waiting for. Oh. Get all wrapped up. Like I said, tangles. That's the one that didn't fall off. Awesome system. You'll see tangles when you're bringing it in because it's wrapping. When you take your time and put it out nice and gently, it's not tangling, and that just floater line is going to catch you fish. Awesome. All right, sweetheart. There you go. Excellent. After that one, I think I better retie a few things. Okay, there's my fluorocarbon leader. I got about 5-6 feet of fluorocarbon tied with a double uni knot to my braid because I want that invisible presentation. And 10-pound test seagar. These little hooks. Oh, you're a nice one. You're a nice one. Get my net ready. And not yet. There you are. There you are. There you are. It's amazing how little ones, and sometimes the bite just changes. Oh, you got all of that. And you tangled my other one. There we are. It works, folks, and it's so much fun. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Get you right back and you go straight home, buddy boy. Down you go. And you can see with this Minn Kota Altera spot lock, it's an anchor. I could be in 100 feet of water, I hit spot lock, and it keeps me right on that GPS coordinate. So the wind can be howling, I could have rocks here, I could have boats here, and it's like having another person on the trolling motor. I just push the anchor symbol and it stays. It's nice to have a helping hand. Fun day.
Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft boats dominate the waters. Seagar smackdown performance braided lines. And Ram trucks built to serve. Tackled today, Daiwa Ballistic LT Light and Tough Spinning Reels. Seagar Smackdown High Performance Braided Lines. With X45 bias construction, Daiwa Elite Finesse Drop Shot Rods. Seagar 100% fluorocarbon leader material. Set the hook, crush worms now with bait fuel. The Minn Kota Ulterra trolling motor with spot lock. Humminbird fish finders with Mega Side Imaging Plus. 100% protection from UV, A, B, and C with Revo sunglasses. Smooth Moves shock absorbing seat suspensions. Designed for multi-species, the Princecraft Expedition 200 with the removable optional rear bench seat that folds into a massive back casting deck. And the Mercury 225 horsepower 4-stroke motor.
That looked like a good fish.
That was a good fish, buddy. This thing is huge, Charlie.
Look at the head on this.
Wow. Wow.
Look at, oh my gosh.
Let me get this narrow away, buddy.
That's huge.